Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. It's Cara K, where we talk about all things knit and crochet. In today's video, we are going to finish one of my WIPs that has been in a suitcase since we moved, and that's like a year. So I was going through my suitcase and I found this and I could not believe that I did not finish it because it's so gorgeous. Like, look at this cardigan that I started making. How pretty is that? Like, are you kidding me? And I think what happened, because I was like, why didn't I finish this? Like, it's almost done. Well, I think what happened is I thought I was almost done with the sleeve, and then I realized that I had a lot more to go. And the other thing is I accidentally made two of this panel. So I had to redo it because I need to do it opposite. And I think that really discouraged me from finishing it. But in this video, we're going to be finishing this WIP and adding something special along with it. This is where I'm at with the other side so far. It's working up really quickly, but I had to unravel the whole thing. And once this is done, I'll get to working on the sleeve that I made too short and then the other sleeve. It is the next day. I've gotten pretty far on my little sweater. I must say I'm really happy with how fast it's working up, or how quickly it's working up. But I'm gonna go ahead and work on that while she's asleep. And I think I can get this done within the next few days, which is exciting. I got my husband a massage voucher this year for Christmas, but I don't want to just put this under the tree. So obviously I'm going to use a box from Amazon and put it in here. I have to add this in here to put a little bit of weight to it. Otherwise it's going to feel like an empty box. We're just going to, yeah, now it feels like there's something at least. I'm happy with that. It's my first bow on a Christmas present. And you know what? It's It is the rainiest and coziest day, and I think I've realized that December is my favorite month because I love the warmth of the lights and the gray skies and like how dark and cold it is. I'm just eating it up. In any case, I did finish this part of my sweater. So all I have to do is sew it on. And then I have to get to working on the sleeves. But the issue is I don't remember what size needle I used for this, because 3/4 of the sleeve is done. But I didn't have 9mm circular needles at the time. And the only reason I know what needle size I used for the body was because I know that I used flat wooden needles, and I only have one pair, which is a 9mm. So I guess I just have to unravel the entire sleeve and start over, which is fine. I might make them a little bit smaller, save some yarn for something else. We'll see. But I have been using like every single one of my daughter's naps for knitting, and I'm kind of tempted to get some reading in because my friend and my neighbor let me borrow this book, A Gentleman in Moscow, and it's been on my reading list for a few years now. It's a historical fiction, and I love historical fictions. It's my favorite genre. So I'm thinking to get cozy with this book real quick, and then if I have time, I'll work on the sweater. First day at a Turkish person's house, they're very likely to give you these socks. I cannot tell you how many pairs of these house socks I have, but these just so happen to be Christmas colored. Obviously, I'm considered family because it's my husband, my mother-in-law gave me a bunch, his aunties, all of these things. But yes, they are very worried about you having cold feet. So if it's cold, they will always give you something to put on your feet. Against my better judgment, I have decided to start making a matching top for the cardigan that I have not yet finished while I watch Is It Cake. And I did that because I had leftover yarn, and then I thought if I start making this top, then I won't be bored with the cardigan, and so I should do that instead of just doing the sleeves. And now I've just gone off the rails. On the other hand, this is absolutely mesmerizing me right now, and I'm really happy that I did it. In typical fashion, I'm making more progress on this top than I am on the WIP that I was supposed to finish, but this staghorn cable knit thing that I'm doing, that I've started, it got me really excited and I couldn't stop. It's my husband's day off today, so the baby is taking a nap right now and I'm going to do some work on this top. But after that, he said he needs to go Christmas shopping for me. And I really want to take the baby to the park because now she's crawling and she's old enough, like she can pull herself up on stuff. So I'm really excited to do that.
Buraya kızım böyle yapacaksın bak. Hı. Hı. Öğren. Kafa üstüne yatırın.
Gel.
Bak çıktı ha.
Evet.
Ben yine dokunmadım.
Hiç dokunmadın.
Yok sadece
Bak
bir şey
bak.
olursa diye bak. Heh, git. Aferin.
Gel.
Sadece kayarsa diye tutuyorum.
Go. Bırak. Honey, bırak. Can we also talk about how sick this looks? I didn't know what this cable was called until yesterday. I just Googled types of cables and I kept clicking on pictures until I found it. And apparently it's called the staghorn cable, which makes sense. But what I really like is doesn't it kind of look like chest bones? You know, because you have the ribbing down here and then looks like chest bones coming up. I don't know, that's so cool. Instead of undoing this whole thing to add width, I'm just gonna make this the back. It's my husband's 4th Christmas so far, and I gave him this bag and I told him to use it, and then he asked what the tissue paper was for, so I told him it's to hide what's inside, and this is what he did. Honestly, I'm proud of him because this is his Christmas wrapping, and it's pretty good. This is the first year he wrapped me a present, and as you can see, he wasn't exactly sure how to do it, so he's definitely improved. My goal here was to finish this WIP, right? It's been sitting in the suitcase for a year. So I did the other panel. And then I thought, you know what? I should make a matching top. So I started that. And then I was like, you know what? I should make my mom a vest with this yarn because it's so beautiful. And then I realized it's Christmas is like 2 weeks away. So I needed to get started. And then I started the vest. And then I ran out of yarn. And now instead of one WIP, I have 3 WIPs and I'm waiting on more yarn. I think when I come up with a new design or an idea for another knit, I just get so excited that I cannot wait and I have to make it right away, which I think is something that a lot of people relate to. You know, like you just want to jump in and because it's so exciting to see where it goes. And that's how I ended up with 3 WIPs when I was meant to finish one. I brought her to the park to play in the grass, but she insists on playing with the hip bag. We've been feeling a little trapped inside lately, and it's amazing what like a 30-minute walk can do, some fresh air. Roya, I think you should leave him alone. She's been crumbling leaves for like 10 minutes, and it's awesome. It's about 10 p.m. and I just finished sewing up the sides of this top. I added this detail on the neckline. I might do it here too. I still have some ends, a lot of ends to tie in, but I am loving this top. How cute.
Let it play again, and if you haven't watched it, just know that
I'm busy working on the sleeve of my sweater, my cardigan, and I was able to sew on the panels last night. Now, the issue was I took notes a year and a half ago about how I did this sleeve. I didn't even write it down correctly, so the number that I said I used for the sleeve was totally off, and I had to count them multiple times. I had to redo this multiple times because it was smaller than this side. So take proper notes, that's all. You always tell yourself that you'll remember, but you won't. Let me put this on for you real quick. Ooh. It's so heavy. Ooh, ooh. Like, is that cute and cozy or what? It's very me, very me. Like, kind of basic, but with a flair. I just filmed a knit and chat video about what it was like experiencing Christmas in Turkey for the past 5 years. So if you're interested in a little culture and history and Christmassy things like that, go check out this video. I'll link it down in the description below. It's December 21st, and my Christmas gift from my husband was delivered yesterday. Well, I told him to ask my mom for some help, but he didn't, and he didn't put in the correct address because it's his first time ordering something here in the States. He didn't put the street number, so he just put the street name and then the name of our apartment complex. And I was like, what? Why did you do this? So I guess my present is coming late this year, or not at all. I'm not mad. It actually reminds me of when I first moved to Turkey and my husband had to help me with literally everything because everything is different. So it's not his fault. I just wish he would have asked for help. Go. This one. This one.
What is that?
These are the things that I've made so far for Christmas decor. It's a little Santa Claus and Grinch gnome. I think the Grinch is my favorite, plus the Christmas tree. Let me tell you what I got for Christmas this year. I got a Centro knitting machine, and it's pretty exciting. So I thought, it's weird. I thought that it was just like, okay, you just spin the thing and you make something, but it's almost like a different craft in itself. I would compare it nearly to the difference between crochet and knitting. Like you're still knitting, but you have to learn everything from scratch. You have to learn how to cast on, how to cast off, how to decrease, how to do all of these things. So I'm a little bit surprised by how not easy it is. Um, Unless you wanna make something pretty simple, like a beanie, then I guess it's easy, but it's still a lot of technique, and, I got pretty frustrated with it, I'm not gonna lie. I will power through, though, and maybe I'll post a video of the first thing that I make. Here it is in all its glory. I'm loving working with it. It's different than what I expected. And it's a little bit hard to add details. For example, like you can do stockinette, but adding ribbing, you have to do that manually. You can't even do garter stitch from what I know. So I have to decide, like if it's what I wanted or if I don't know. I am enjoying it though. It's just different than what I expected. And I want to see what I can make with it and how much I use it before I have like a final opinion. Okay. I'm so happy right now. I feel like this was my Christmas present to myself. I can't even explain to you how good I feel about this. I absolutely love, I added this detail at the top because I heard that all of the cool girls are buttoning their sweaters just at the top. And look how that worked out because it has like, it's almost like a peekaboo moment. You can see all the details underneath. And I don't know, I just love the silhouette. I think it's so fun, so gorgeous. And it's different, but it's not like bam in your face. It's more of just like, it's eye-catching. Unique enough to be eye-catching, but not like, I don't know how else to explain that. So, and I know this was a little bit chaotic. Like, no, I don't want to use the word chaotic. I feel like it's overused, it's overrun. I feel like it was a little bit wild because, not even wild, what was it? Unplanned, right? A little bit off, out, like a little bit out of bounds and all over the place. And I know I kind of went, off the plan out into the wilderness, but I came back and I finished all 3 of the projects that I started. So I think that's a win. And they all turned out super cute. Can't complain about that. So let's look at check that out. I mean, isn't that pretty? Check out the back. And a little one of these. Swoosh, right? So fun, so cute. Love it. As always, if you like this video, please like and subscribe or, engage with the video so you can give me some momentum and I can get my channel going. Bye.